We're about down behind you.
We're about down to one hit, dude.
I know, throw me.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing our first ever tips and tricks video for the game Knockout City. It just came out recently. It's a super fun, fast-paced dodgeball game that is all about fun, teamwork, and schooling your enemies. Today I'm going to be sharing a few tips and tricks that maybe you know, maybe you don't know. If you learned something today, or if you just enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like so that we know that we're doing good here at the channel and we can do more of this in the future. Alright, let's get right into it. The 4 topics we're going to be going over are movement, offense, defense, and advanced tech. Let's get right into it. Now, this is not a how-to video. Don't expect these things to work 100% of the time. These are just tactics to add to your dodgeball arsenal so that you can kill it on the battlefield. Now, if I forget anything, forgive me. If you know something that I did not cover, leave a comment down below so that we can all learn together and kill the game. Now, first thing to go over is movement. This is very, very important in a game like this. Now, I'm going to be referring to things by terms and game moves so that we don't get you cross players mixed up. Now we have our different movement options such as flip, spin, tackle, jump, and glide. Now, this does take you an incredible distance, but you might be a little more vulnerable while doing this. Now, you can do as much as you want in the air as long as you have the space and mashing ability, and it does take you farther. But try not to get ahead of yourself. You can also catch and throw while you're in the air, but remember, you have to be facing a ball to catch it. Run, tackle, dip, dodge, and fly to outplay your opponents. Practice your movement in every aspect to outmaneuver the enemy. Be sure to use your environment and map knowledge, such as cars, bounce pads, wrecking balls, ledges, and even trains to outplay and even kill those chumps on the other team. Also, please know your maps so something like this doesn't happen to you. Bye. Now, on to the fun part. This is why we're here, right? To hit people with freaking dodgeballs. Well, do I have the tips for you? First, let's go over a few things. Different types of throws and the special dodgeballs. With the normal ball, we have the fully charged throw or the fastball. The curveball, which by spinning and holding a direction can curve right or left. This is great for going around obstacles and hitting your opponent. The lob shot, by flipping and throwing, is great for going over obstacles. Just tap the right trigger and you get the slow ball. Great for mixing up the timing on your target. Now, in the heat of battle, be sure to mix up your timing and what kind of throws you use so that you can throw off your opponent. Who knows? Maybe they'll try and catch on to you. But with how good you are, you'll take them out anyways. Now, it doesn't always have to be who can throw the ball the fastest. Change up your timing. Throw a slow ball every now and then. It will throw off your enemy. Now for the special balls. First up, we have the sniper ball. This ball is really good for long angles and comes at lightning speeds. It's a ball that's very, very hard to catch, but not impossible. It's better to just get out of the way of the sniper ball. Next up is the cage ball. It puts your opponents in a cage, and they can be hit while in the cage, as well as thrown off the map for an easy kill. Next up is the multi-ball, a 3-in-1 package. You can throw or pass any of the 3 of these balls. Now, they can be caught if you're quick enough, so be sure and change up how and when you throw these balls. Now the bomb ball. It explodes on impact, so it can hit multiple enemies or allies at once. It also sticks to walls, so be careful where you throw this. Now the moon ball, a ball that allows you to float in the air while you jump. Also, when you hit your opponents, they'll have a floating effect until they hit the ground. All of these have great uses, so be sure to be versatile with all of them on every map. Now, one more thing to go over real quickly is the ball can pick up speed. Every time you perfect catch the ball, it picks up a tier of speed. It can go up to 6 tiers of speed before it caps out. This is very dangerous. This can be used very dangerously. You can also fake throw while you're catching and using the speed of the ball. So really use this and different timings to outplay your opponent. The last ball I want to talk about is called the James ball. Well, that's what we call it because our buddy James likes to be the ball and he's very good at it. You can use your teammate to take out both hearts of an opponent while in ball form. It's an instant KO, but be careful because the opponent can catch your buddy and punish you for it. Now there are different ways to kill your enemies. You can tackle them off the map, or they can just fall off like an idiot. You can fake throw however many times you want to play the mind games, or use the ultimate throw. The ultimate throw is when you pick up your ball form teammate, fully charge them, and throw them into the air. Then they control where they go, and when they come crashing down in an explosion to take out anyone in its wake. Use all of these tricks and tips to conquer your enemy. Now, there's a lot to go over here. Be sure to use all of it to your advantage. Be sure to slow down, use teamwork. This is a teamwork-based game. You can't do everything alone. Unless you're playing Fools in League Play, which then I'll say, yes, you can do it alone because you're supposed to do it alone. There's no one there to help you. You're supposed to take that fool out, which then I'll say, come get some. Get good, kid. Let's get at it. 1v1 me. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Now back to the tips. Now, also, passing is your best friend. When you pass the ball to a teammate, it adds a tier of speed automatically. As well as if you already have a ball and a teammate passes a ball to you, it bounces right back and it gives it that tier of speed. Passing can just be used for mind games, it can be used to get the speed, and it can be used to take out your enemy. Be sure to work as a team, combo with them, so that you can win. Other things to consider are maybe throwing two balls at once. They can't catch both balls if you throw them at the same time. It's not possible. Use that teamwork. You also don't always have to go for a read. Wait for your opponent to make a mistake and then punish them off of that. I hope all of these help out in your offensive play. Be sure to hone your skills and use these to nail the competition. Now the biggest thing I want to talk about in defense is the red border and the timing. Now the red border on defense can be your best friend if you can keep your eyes on it. It's very hard to do so when all the chaos is happening. The red border tells you that someone is locked onto you and they might think about throwing a ball at you. The little white bump on the outside lets you know that a ball is headed your way and is incoming. So try and use this to your advantage so that you know when things are coming at you. Now on defense, timing is everything. You can't catch a ball whenever you want willy-nilly. Your arms are only open for a certain amount of time, so you have to be precise when knowing what you want to catch. Now, you can catch things, you can perfect catch things, you can dodge, or you can tackle a ball out of the way. You can use the tackle to bump a ball that's coming at you. Half the battle is also knowing when to retreat and regroup with your teammates. Remember, it's a team game. You can't Rambo the other team the entire time. Lastly, be sure to use your environment. Use the area around you to hide from balls or just take the enemy out. And finally, do your best to relax. Don't freak out. Don't button mash, relax, take a deep breath, and analyze your situation so that you don't get hit as much, and it might just win you the game. Alright, we're getting to the last few things of the video. Hope you guys are enjoying, and I hope you really learned some things so far. Now, a few things to learn. Now, if you're being thrown as the ball, you can get out of it. Flip or spin to get out of being thrown as the ball. If you think it's a bad throw, flip or spin to get out right before the enemy catches you, and tackle them to take a ball out of their hands. If you lob throw a ball, it goes up and then comes down. Sometimes it's hard for the enemy to see it if you lob throw a ball from a higher place, so that it's harder for them to catch it. Now you don't always have to throw a ball. Calm down, wait for your teammates to get back with you, and then throw multiple balls to throw them off. You can also cancel a charge from a ball if you don't want to throw it. If a ball has a tier of speed, you can run, dash, or just wait long enough and the tier of speed will go away. When you use an ultimate throw, there's an arrow on the ground that shows the enemy where you're going to land. Try and use these around corners or over gaps so it's harder for them to see the arrow. And lastly, the counterattack. If you see your enemy getting too aggressive, they might dash at you a lot to try and get the ball to your hands. If they do so, simply jump over them, aim downwards, and throw the ball for a punish. And one last thing before we go. These three things will help you on your path to become a pro in Knockout City. Mix it up, communication, and keep on the pressure. Mixing it up is always a good way so that your opponent doesn't read what you're going to do next. Keeping up the pressure with your teammates is always a great way to ensure a good hit on the opponent. And communication is key. Where are they? When it's coming? Passing a ball to your teammates? All of the above. Well, I hope you learned something from our time here today. Now, there was a lot to go over, so be sure and practice all of that so that you can get out on the streets and nail the competition. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time, and welcome to Knockout City.